fixed the appearance of Doppler, Gamma Doppler, and marble fade finishes. Now, whatever happens here, I just want you guys to know the markets will be affected, right? But that's not what matters. I think what's most important is a lot of people over the 10 years of Counter-Strike Global Offensive bought Dopplers for what they looked like in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. In CS2, they basically got completely changed. What we should be hoping for here is for them to be not reverted to what they were yesterday or before yesterday's update, but to be reverted to what they were in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Because that's what the most of people, that's what most people bought them, expecting them to continue to look like. And then they got changed in CS2. But now we're going to look through and see what they look like after today's update. Starting off is the M9 bayonet Doppler. This is what they used to look like in CSGO. This is what they look like right now in CS2. I mean, compared to yesterday, it's so much better. Or, yeah, I think it is better than yesterday. But it's definitely not what it was in CSGO. It's still a lot more light. You can see way more of the, what would we call these? Inconsistencies. A lot of the inconsistencies are still in the knife. It could be argued that it's nicer than CSGO, but I don't think that that's what we should be trying to do here, because people bought these knives in CSGO expecting them to look like this. Now that's just a different knife. That's not what we it's not what we bought these knives expecting them to look like. This is what Doppler Phase 2s looked like in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Now, even I will admit, they looked better in CS2. But again, it's not really what people bought the knife originally for. Like, there's 7,764 people here. Probably 7,000 of them bought them in CSGO. Maybe a little bit less. And then in CS2, let's see how they look now. Arguably, it's a different knife. This is like if the marble fade, instead of being red, yellow, and blue, if the red was just turned into green. In my mind, that's pretty much the same thing. Obviously, this looks better than how it did in CSGO. Phase 2s look absolutely insane in CS2. And now it's fixed to what it was before yesterday's update. But it's not what people bought originally. I think that's my problem here. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I liked CSGO Phase 2s, but I also like CS2s more. And yet I still think we should go back to how at least a little bit how it looked in CSGO. Moving on to Phase 3s. Obviously, this is what it looked like in CS Glow. And this is what it looks like in CS2. Boom. Again, you can... It's like you're actually seeing through the knife. Like, you're seeing the inconsistencies in the gemstone, I guess it would be called. If that makes sense to you. Like, in the stone. Like, the flaws. Before. After. But yeah, we are going back to beginning of CS2 look for knives. Here is the Phase 2. Sorry, no, here is the Phase 3. Here's the Phase 3. Compared to Phase 4, boom. So basically today, we just got a rollback, like a Minecraft server, when somebody hops in and TNTs the whole base. We got a little bit of a rollback about 24 hours ago to before the update. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy about this, but I mean, to me, it's still sad. I'm still sad for the people who bought these knives in CSGO and were expecting them to stay at least a little bit similar to what they originally bought. Like, this is what it looked like originally. It looks a lot better now. Again, Phase 4, I think, looks a lot better. Like, you don't even need a Sapphire now. That's how good of a buff Phase 4 got. Okay, here is the Sapphire. This is the Sapphire. And for those of you saying same knife, you are correct. That is not the Sapphire. But the fact that you thought it was the Sapphire shows you how small the difference is. Guys, it's almost hard to tell the difference between Phase 4s and Sapphires. I think Phase 4s need to be nerfed. We didn't. I'm sure there's one person. But this is the Sapphire. This is the Sapphire. Yeah.
Why would you make an update if you reverted the next day? I hate Valve.
Nah. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was an accidental update and they didn't actually mean to update gamma Dopplers. Like, they were probably messing with something else and then it just affected all Dopplers. Surely. Like, there's no way they update marble fades to look as bad as they were yesterday. Like, there's no way that they do that and then think that it's a good idea. Here, I'll pull it up. This is what marble fades looked like yesterday. Just like this. Basically paper. So there's no way that they did this update, looked at it in game, and went, oh yeah, that's good. I don't believe that. There's no way that's possible, right? This was yesterday. This was yesterday. Now, let's see how that exact same knife looks today. M9 marble fade. They fixed it. Nice. Okay. Yesterday. Right there. Today. So much better. So much better. I mean, that's what we all want, eh? Just a nice little vibrant knife. Clean W. Really, really good. Okay. M9 Gamma Doppler Phase 1. Boom. We're basically just getting a Minecraft reroll. Now, obviously, it's still not what it was in CSGO. Like, these were way darker. It's not even the same knife. It's not even the same knife. I would personally still never buy a Phase 1. I just don't think it looks that good. I don't think Phase 1s ever really look good. That's my opinion. But some of my favorite phases on Gamma Dopplers were Phase 2s on pretty much every knife. Like, check this out. Phase 2, it's basically a fake emerald in CS2, right? But in Counter-Strike Global Offensive, it used to be this nice, like, dark green. Looks like you're walking on some Bermuda grass. You're in the forest. There's some dark spots, some shade. That's where all the rabbits would hang out, the squirrels would hang out, because it's pretty hot out in the forest, and you need some shade sometimes. Otherwise, you're going to overheat. And there's not that much water in this forest. What am I talking about? Hold on. Anyways, the knife is a completely different shade of green. It's way brighter now. It's way lighter now. It's not really a Phase 2. It's basically just like a budget Gamma Doppler Emerald. I think this chatter has the idea. So just darken the Dopplers / Gammas, problem solved. It honestly seems like that would fix like 70% of the problem. I would say make them less patchy, so like less flawed. Like, you see how you can see every single flaw in this knife? Yeah, make them less flawed and just make them darker. Even though I think they would look worse, at least they retain the authenticity of what people originally bought them for, which was the CSGO version. Man. Anyways, Gamma Doppler Phase 3. This is what it originally looked like, and now it looks like this. Guys, if you were to buy like this Phase 3 off of, say, one of those sites that like makes CSGO knives in real life, if you were to buy a Gamma Doppler Phase 3 and this showed up, you would ask for a refund. No? You'd be like, bro, this is not a Phase 3. This is a completely different knife that you just like accidentally dropped some colors onto. It's green. It's an M9, but it's not a Phase 3. No, it's better. Okay. I'll stop yapping then. Here's the Phase 4. They reverted it to what it was yesterday. Boom. I feel like I'm trying to convince people that I just can't, cuz I think I'm being a little bit more conservative here, because I just feel bad for the people that that bought these knives expecting something different. Like, I personally don't care. I unboxed this this Phase 2 or this Phase 4, and I've made a ton of money off of them, which is cool and whatever. But I mean, it's not originally the knife that I unboxed. I think they look better, but I could see why some people would want them to go back to what they used to be. Like, this is just not a Phase 2. I don't know. I think to give people this is why I make this argument here. Even though I think it's a good update, right? Like giving us better gamma Dopplers and Dopplers. I think it's good, but I want there to be consistency as to what they used to be before, because if people don't trust that their skins are going to look like how they looked when they bought them, then what's the point of buying skins? Wait! It all makes sense. They keep changing how skins look, scare you into not wanting to buy the skins, and then that pumps more people into renting. Valve, you've done it again. Make sure to subscribe.